Okay, so we're doing a bonus episode
Yeah,
of the podcast.
bonus.
Bonus.
A bonus episode primarily because last night we
Mm.
had we had a what's the
A,
word
sh-
for it? A coworker bonding moment.
a team bonding, team building
A
experience.
team building exercises were played into roles.
Absolutely.
Uh
So last night
yeah.
was our girl Gamma's birthday.
Yeah.
So she hit us up. She was like, "Hey, I want to do like a Wild and Out style stream for my birthday. You guys want to participate?" And obviously, hell yeah, we pulling up. Anytime Gamma wants to do something, duh, I'm there. We're pulling up. I'm coming.
Yep.
So
Yep.
respectively, Fresh and I were the captains. He was the captain of the black squad. I was the captain of the red squad.
Which they could
Perfect.
have just put us on the same team. They
That
could have just
would have
did
been,
that.
she said specifically that she didn't because that would
Yeah.
have been too OP. We actually would have took the fuck over. If we were on the
It'd have
same
been a
squad, that
problem.
would have not been fair. It
It
would
would
not
have been a
have been
problem.
fair. It would have been a huge problem. So he put us on separate teams and made us the captains, which was awesome. So that's,
Off the rip.
yeah.
So yeah, so I get a list of people on my list
Yeah.
of who's gonna go. I got a
Mhm.
list of people who's gonna go, and I'm sitting there going, okay, not interacted with them. I don't know who that is. This is gonna be interesting, and so I'm freaking out.
Oh
Only
no.
because I got pissed off with you trying to be like, you need to recruit, you need to hit. So I'm thinking like you about to get. Don't mind you. We pull up and I see all the names of people there,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck, bro. So now she's gonna have Red, and she's gonna have. I was like, if you end up with Kale's dad,
See, I didn't, when I said
I
the recruiting, I had no idea who was on whose team. At that point in
no,
time, I didn't know anything. I just knew me, you, and Gamma were there. That's it. And that
yeah.
we were the captains. That's all I knew at that point. That was funny in
So
itself. I actually clipped that.
God,
I'm gonna post that later because I thought that was the funniest shit ever. I live for our back and forths. And when we get to our
mhm.
portion of it, I really feel like, well, I'll go into it more, but everybody else's reaction had me second guessing shit.
That
Bro, yo,
was
I can't wait to get into it. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so yeah.
we shook some people got shook
To the core. I was just like,
in the court.
all right.
I'm gonna talk about backstage. So backstage, meaning when we went to our like respective voice channels for
Mhm.
each group.
Yeah.
I didn't, I was like, yeah, let's talk strategy, let's figure these things out, but it wasn't like anything too crazy.
Yeah.
There were some moments where I was like, let's not attack this person because it might get wild, like,
Oh,
or
wait, who?
let's not do
Give
get
I
it.
want names. This is a bonus episode. I
I
want
tell you,
names. Who are y'all going
I'm gonna be
after?
okay. I'm gonna be real. I had to pull somebody off from going against Fly Guy,
Oh, was it
and
Duck?
it was not done. No, it was not done. But I had to make sure that, like, I was like, look, there are some people that you go and attack, and
Yeah.
there's some people that you retaliate.
Yes. That's
And so
strategy. Yeah.
so the strategy is there's some people where you're like, you don't need to call them out, they're fine.
Yeah.
Or that's a why did you just aim for that person? Like they're not
Right.
even doing anything for you. But it's kind of like those moments in Wild Style where you see that person go reach in the back and grab
Somebody
that
specifically.
one person that was minding their damn business in the show, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right. And you're like, damn. So I was like, look, let's make sure that we're organized. We'll do this thing. So,
Yeah.
um, what's the first one we did was, um,
Shit. What was it? Because we did 2 rounds of
oh,
that.
spit take. We did spit take.
Yeah, that was a
We did
lot of
talking
fun.
spit.
That was fun.
Talking spit one, I knew I wasn't going to lose.
Yeah, same.
I knew. And I knew it. And I wanted to call you out because she kept saying puffy cheeks, and you just sat here like this.
Because so I didn't do the puffy cheeks because I had my alcohol. And so I
Yeah.
like it was like it felt weird. So I was like, let me just hold it, but like hold it right here. So in case I do
Yeah.
like it'll still go out. So but then when she had the puffy cheeks thing, I went and got water so I could do like puffier cheeks.
I was like,
Yeah.
there's something going on here because I was like, I that seems like it's cheating, but I just let it go.
Yeah. No, I
I was
feel
like, all
you.
right, cool. head buzzes on deck. I sat there and I did not think that Ja was gonna laugh.
I didn't either. I was like, I really did not think Ja was going to lose that. I had Duck Peg and Foe. I thought those two were
Oh,
crack.
easily. I
Duck
thought
held
Duck
her
was gonna
fucking
cost us that one.
own. Me
She held it.
too. That's why I went after her with the Sora comment. I was like, I gotta get her somehow. But Duck
But
held her own.
she went so far in that she literally put on the
The-
glizzy suit
yes.
and then proceeded to dance,
I
and it
love
almost
so
cost our
amazing.
own team. It almost cost me because I almost looked at her and laughed. I was like, "Bro, you gotta sit down." I was like, and
Oh
I just want to be
god.
like, "Nobody look at her."
Yeah, I think you did
But
say that. Stop looking
I
at
was
her.
just stop looking at her. I was like, "God dang."
Oh god.
So now, oh man.
No, the shit with
So,
DJ almost took me out. Corbin Yellow had me. I almost
oh,
lost
we
it.
planned that shit. Okay, so here's
Corbin
okay. So back,
Yellow took. Oh, I was right here. I was like, yo,
so we were in the back room for that, and he said that like I was like, "Yeah, that
that's a good one.
center, go for it." Right. There were some that I was like, maybe don't say this, but I was like, yeah, you could say this. So there were some things that we were kind of like, all
Mhm.
right, maybe that's gonna hit if you deliver it better, or it was gonna be like that.
Oh, wait,
The
I have a
one thing,
question.
yeah, go
What
ahead.
was Chewy's secret? What was the secret
Thank you.
weapon?
So the Chubby secret weapon was very simple, and I told her that she needed to do it, but Chubby one feels like I'm not funny, and I'm like,
Chewy's fucking hilarious. I love her.
you're great,
She's
but
funny as shit.
so Chubby's thing was I told her I said you don't have to be like funny or whatever, you just have to make a funny noise randomly when
Mhm.
there's enough of a dry spot.
Yeah.
And I told her that the best thing to do is just to make the sound, right? But
That would have
you
got
have
me.
right. So like if you had this is how I planned out the whole thing. I said, all right, Chubby, secret weapon, right? And a whole team would have just shut the hell up and she just went, uh and
That's funny
somebody
as
would have
shit.
just that's what I was saying. Like somebody would have just went and that would
That
have
would
been
have
all
been
I
it.
needed. I said, it's the simplest thing. I was like, let her do it. Just let her do it. But then she's just like, oh, my mic's not working. I was like, don't be afraid. But there were so many times that like our group was like, we set up an organization,
Mhm.
but then
Yeah.
people went and it was like, I'm gonna go. And I was like, ooh,
Same.
guys,
Same.
we have an order.
Same. Ja was
So
supposed to go after Foe specifically because there's something that he says to Foe that always gets her weak as fuck. It's like how he
uh
says it. It's like Cookie and Hispanic. It's how he says that. Like their interactions, she gets weak every single time. And he did not do it.
see, that's what I'm saying. I asked him specifically. I said,
Hmm.
is there anything, any dirt that you have on a person that you
We
know
did the
that
same.
I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, is there any dirt that's going to happen? And I specifically was like, if I have any dirt on crew, I can't use it now.
Bro, the fuck same. I purposely did not go after
Yes,
you because when it came
because you
down to,
know
I
it was
knew
going to be a
it. I
one-on-one
fucking
fucking thing.
knew it. I thought it was gonna happen in wild style. That's what I was saving for. But when we started doing the
Yes,
gotcha, I already knew. I already
I.
knew. I knew.
So I got pissed off. So we're gonna the gotcha's after
Yeah,
uh the jail thing, or is that before?
it's after the gotcha is
Okay,
like after the jail thing, after the spit take, that's after all of that. Yeah.
yeah. So we go to the jail one, right? So we're doing
Hmm.
impersonation. And so we're going through the impersonation list. And I said, okay, this is our order. And I wrote down the order and I said, these are the people who are going to go in this order. We're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Originally, we were going to have Clouds guess everything. I
Okay.
couldn't be the one to guess. I was better off doing impersonations.
Mhm.
But I felt like, God, we're getting to a moment now. So, so Chubby said, I feel comfortable guessing. And I said, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
that
she's
was
like,
that was smart to put her in.
right, because Chubby was like, I have a better connection with you, Fresh, so I need you to go first so I can get comfortable with whoever the voice is. And I'm like, all right, I got you.
Mhm.
Boom, go, make it happen. We go in,
Killed it.
mind you, no, the first thing, and this is why I felt controversial about it. Red team goes first,
Mhm.
and they're saying nothing about their
Yeah,
timer. They're not saying a single
yeah,
thing. They just keep their mouth shut the whole time. I go look at the stream's on 0, and I'm like, "Wow, they're still going," and I watched her go, "Okay, time's up," right? And I'm
yeah.
like, very convenient that I'm looking at zeros and now all of a sudden it's
It
time's
times
up,
out.
right?
Yeah. We didn't like I peeped it, but I was so focused on getting the clues out that I didn't want to stop to address it. So I was like, maybe she has her own timer going on her end. So let's just keep
Mhm.
going because I was really wanting to get it out. So how we decided to do things. For one, I think we definitely didn't do it. We didn't really do the voice. We really just kind of said there. We took the route of
Yeah.
saying their catchphrases because she said we could do that. So we did the route of that for one. And for two, so how we had it, Ronnie was guessing because I was like, okay, I know Gamma very well, and I know what she knows. I know, it's going to be a plethora of things. And if it's like Netflix related, if it's pop culture, music, stuff like that, the only thing that I wasn't comfortable with was the anime. I was like, I don't watch a lot of anime. I know she's into anime. So if it
Yeah.
comes down to anime, I wouldn't be a good person to guess. So how we had it, Ronnie would be the one guessing. We would give the clues. John knows a lot about anime. So if John was in charge of any anime characters, Queen was in charge of any musical related things like that. And as far as
Okay.
the Netflix, I was in charge of the Netflix pop culture stuff. We would kind of all just go in. So that's how our
Okay.
strategy was.
Because on our side, what we thought what the rule was that each person had to go no matter what your strength or weakness was.
Yeah,
So
and that's it. I think we interpreted it wrong, which is why we did it that way. I think y'all did it right.
we did it correct.
Right.
Y'all did it the smart way, which is if this is a person of this subject, do
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. That's a really good move. I was like, they from our side, we're like, they are not organized. We are going to crush they ass. Like I was like, no, they're trying to figure out who's gonna say it, and they're gonna try to figure out. I was like, that's gonna eat at their time. We're good.
Yeah.
We go and we just have an order set.
Yeah.
And I knock out my first one. Clouds gets like Kim Kardashian off the rip, and then we have Jazz.
Poor Jazz.
Poor,
That
poor Jazz.
Megan one ate him up, and then he got Nikki. Poor Jazz.
Oh my god, he had Meg the Stallion as his first one, and I had never seen somebody blink so hard, and I had never seen Dub get so angry.
Yes.
That man was like, "Seriously?" Like he was
Oh my
just
god.
he actually sat there and just watched this. He's like, "I gotta go," and just watch this man
Right.
blank, and he's like,
Humble.
"I'm trying to think of a song," and skip, and I went,
Yeah.
"Oh God, we're selling," and that was the first time I went, "This group is selling." That's what I thought. And then the next one came around. We get down this list, and it's like, all right, Nicki Minaj. What are the fucking chances? You gotta.
Come on,
Here we
back to
go.
back.
So
Nothing.
our black team goes, and we're like, all right, cool. It's 11 to. It was like we got a shit ton
No,
of numbers.
y'all
I
like
forgot.
doubled it. I think like at the end it was like 13-6. Or no,
Oh
12-6 at the end of that.
yes, it was like
Mm-hmm.
12 to 6,
Mm-hmm.
and then our illustrious crew goes. Somebody allegedly said that the timer wasn't even. They had more time than
Because we
us.
was
I'm
talking
just
about
trying to.
it. We
Right.
had time to think
I
about
was.
it and talk about it. We were like, they stumbled and passed and still had time. Ronnie was like, yeah, I was in the kitchen doing a lot of shit during theirs. And so that we started talking about it. And then we're putting two together. We were like, yeah, no, we definitely had shorter time. But here's what I think. I feel like the mishaps evened out because when you and I did our thing, I feel like you won that personally. Because I watched it back, I was like, I was kind of just saying shit. So I feel like it evened out. And I think the same thing happened with like Duck and somebody, where I think Duck won and the other person should have won, or vice versa. So I feel like the mishaps
Yeah.
evened out for both
Um.
teams.
I'm gonna be okay. In both of the situations where we went back and forth,
Hmm.
I could have went on for another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
and he's right.
We could have been there all night.
There's all night. The
I think that
concept
just shows how
was,
much of assholes we are.
then we just have enough ammo to be like that. The thing was,
I love
when
this.
we went back and forth originally between you and I,
hmm On my stream or on Gamma
all
stream? When we
on
were playing
Gamma stream.
Fortnite? Okay, Gamma stream. Okay.
No, on Gamma stream.
Okay, okay.
When we went back and forth on that,
hmm
I was like, "Imma keep going.
Yeah, hell
Imma just
yeah.
keep going because
Locked
she's
in.
gonna turn it because you're gonna turn the page." There's nothing that I'm gonna harp on,
Yeah.
but I know that there's multiple facets of things that you can pick off on
Yeah.
me, and I'm just like, "That's cool." So my strategy was shut down the thing that you just said with a response and then attack. Shut
Yeah.
down and then attack. So because what it was doing was like I was healing and shooting,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Giving you time.
So
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was giving
Yeah.
myself
Fuck
time.
yeah.
So, but if you do it with proficiency or like you do it with smoothness, right, you can
Yeah.
just make it happen. And it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, all right, cool. Switch it up. Another one. Boom. Switch it up. Another one. Go
Yeah.
for it. Boom. Switch it up. I got you. And then it's going back and forth. And I'm like, oh fuck. Right.
hmm
Because at some point it feels like I hit you and there was a big lull. Right.
hmm
And I'm like, this is gonna be a crowd decision, whether or not they're gonna pull it or not. And I know
Yeah.
Gamma.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know Gamma is not gonna let me win. So and I know I don't like when I tell you that if I
hmm
don't stop, right?
hmm
She's not gonna call it a draw. She's not gonna give us both points.
That
She's
because
gonna
that would
wait
have been
for
okay.
that would have been fine.
Yeah, that would have been
She is going
cool.
to wait till my pause is just a little longer than any pause that you've given
Yeah.
and go, ah, and then kick me because that's cis territory. And I
Mhm.
would be like, all right. So I
Yeah.
said, I bow gracefully. I'm done. And I watched everybody in that Discord
That
go,
that shit,
fuck.
the reactions. So for one, I watched it back. I got mad because I started thinking of better shit to say. I was like, fuck. For one. And for two, my mic kept going in and out. So half of the stuff that I was saying could not even hear. I was like, God damn. And so, but my thing is, we're doing our back and forth. Like I'm locked in. I'm in it. I'm like, okay, it's like
Yeah.
it's literally a tennis match. It's like ooh, waiting. You know what I'm saying? Our back and forth is
Yeah.
like a tennis match. So I'm like locked in. And so afterwards, I'm paying attention to everybody's reactions. People are
Jesus
going off.
Christ.
I was like, yo, what the fuck did we say? Because these
Yeah.
motherfuckers are going off. I was like, yo, I was like, did I say some crazy shit? I don't think I
We
did.
did. No, we
I
did.
feel like we did it though. I
We
really
absolutely did.
because I
No,
watched
no.
it back. I watched it back. I was like, I don't, I don't see like their reactions. I get their reactions from an
Yes.
outside point of view, but as me
Yes.
watching it back and just me and you interacting, I was like, I don't feel like that was that bad. I don't.
You
Motherfuckers,
didn't
like the
cross a
podcast
line.
is over.
Oh yeah. Because generally you didn't cross a line,
Yeah.
but because we're toxic, it comes it comes off as it wasn't that bad. It's like when somebody's like, "Oh, you're sensitive," instead of "I hurt your feelings." It's
Oh
like
yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have hurt your feelings if you weren't
If you wasn't
sensitive,
such a bitch.
right? If
Yeah.
you so when somebody's like, "All right, cool. This what's your job? What's your job? Fuck ass kids. What about your kids' kids?" And you're like, "Oh,
Okay.
right." You want somebody to be like, "Oh shit!" Like when you summarize what the fuck we said,
Yeah.
all of that as a topic is just like, okay, excuse me. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
All right, come see
See?
me then, right?
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Because
Especially
wasn't
when
that?
we
Yeah.
work together. They're like,
Yeah. That's
it's like
the end of
watching
that.
it's like watching Jesus and Mero just before the actual breakup, just watching them two.
Just go
You've
at
never
it.
seen them go at each other. They've
Yeah.
always been able to just go at a
Other
person.
people. Yeah.
So to
I
watch them just go, nah, 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 nah. That's why your mother got, and you're like, if it's like that, it's a whole nother story.
see. I was so because we were down bad at this point. I
Oh
was,
yeah.
I was like, no, we gotta come back. I gotta win this. And then you came out the gate strong. I said, all right, bet. I said, we're in it.
I
I'm
had to
here
make it
for it.
chill. Oh yeah.
Yo,
I
I
had to chill
said,
because oh,
I
trust and
loved it.
believe before the whole uh the back downs that were happening when like
Yeah.
Juby was like, I'm not gonna talk about Queen
Yeah. Chewy back
and
down, Fly Guy back down. Yeah.
well Fly got back down after,
Oh yeah. Oh, he was after us?
right? Yes.
Okay.
Because they were the last I had to pick Jason, you pick
Right.
Queen.
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So when that moment happened, I sat there and I was like, I could literally just back out right now. Be like, that's my coworker. I'm not about to do it. We're just gonna call it,
That was never an
y'all
option
shouldn't
for
do
me.
this. Never an option for her.
There was never because
I
I
saw the moment
knew
that Grimes put it in the chat. I want to see Crew and Fred. And I
before he said
literally
that I thought she was gonna do that. I thought that was her plan from the get-go. But she had said she had put you and somebody that was also on your teammate together. I was like, oh, maybe she's not doing that.
she
'Cause-
said me versus KO that.
Yeah, that's what it was. And
And
at
I was
that
like, same
point,
team.
yeah, at that point, I was like, oh, maybe she's not putting us together. I was like, okay, cool. Because when I knew what the game was and that we were going head to head, I immediately assumed she was going to put the two captains, the two people on the podcast
Yes.
together. And
I
also,
already knew.
yeah, I assumed that would happen. And then Grimes put it in the chat. I was like, oh, it's legit gonna happen now.
Yeah, my finger was on the button to turn my camera on.
Damn, ready to go.
Ready to go. Cause I was like, all right, I already know I'm next. I had to get
Ready.
mentally ready. Cause once my
Same.
camera went off, I literally was just like, all right, just chilling. I was just like, all right. And then they were like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. And I saw that in the chat. I was like,
Gotta get ready. Yeah.
get together. Let's figure this out.
Got the headphone. Lose yourself.
All
Music
right.
moment.
Right.
Get
I was
amped
just
up.
sweating. Like I was so ready to go. And I was like, all right, cool. And I'm gonna take the chill approach and then work my way up.
That was smart. That was
So I
smart.
was like, because I'm not gonna come out swinging. You, of all the things I know, that your first thing is gonna be a straight jab. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a solid straight jab,
Yeah, I'm
and you can
coming
be like,
directly. Yeah.
Right,
I don't have build up.
more
I
so,
don't I feel like that's a good tactic to have. I just
it,
lack that skill. I don't so I have to play to my strong suit, which is direct. That's
yeah,
that's it. But I like the
exactly.
build up. That's really good actually. I like that.
The build up works for me, especially if I. So here's the other thing, and this is all in all honesty, I didn't
Mhm.
have a lot. I didn't have a lot that I was gonna be like, oh, I have this, I got this. My brain was on reaction mode, not action
Me too.
mode,
That's
right?
why I wanted you to go first.
Smart because it
Yeah.
allows you to feel like, all right, so what is he going
Where's
to
the
open the
bar?
door with? Where's
Yes.
the bar? And
Yep.
you wanted me to cross the bar, and I think you crossed a bar, and then I went,
Bet.
all right, okay. Did I
Yeah.
know that the podcast was going to get brought up?
Of
Absolutely.
course.
Right? Did I know my job was going to get brought up? Absolutely. I was aware of those things, but
Mhm.
it was just like it was like not unabated, but it was just like, all right, I'm here, and I turned right. And I'm like, why did we just turn right? I thought we was gonna stay on this trajectory. No.
Right.
Boom, I got another one. And you're like, all right, cool. I'm still with you, but like,
Right.
why are we
That's
keep
why it was
moving?
tennis. That's what it was like a tennis match. Like, all right,
Yes, it was
cool, over
100%
here.
tennis
Okay,
because
boom, over here. All right.
as soon as that shit
Yeah.
happened. But the thing I was gonna say was I felt like I couldn't dig deeper in like my vocal part about it because I had people sleeping in the room. And
Mm.
so in that moment, I was gonna be like, I was trying to hype up into it.
Yeah.
It's not like I was gonna be able to overhype you and be like, "Yo, fuck all that," and like, and go for it.
That would have been
But I
nice.
just knew that if I got hype, it's so goddamn toxic to be like. It'd have been great to see him fucking pissed. Like,
No, I mean like, all right, man, fuck that shit. Did like just say some like
right,
real like hidden shit. I feel like it's funny. I enjoy like the
yeah,
tit for tats. They're funny. I enjoy those. That's my things. Like I like watching other
absolutely.
people doing it. I love to do it, and it's fun. Like so, and in Wild Style, like I know going in, nothing was personal. You know what I mean? Like nothing was gonna get
Yes,
taken to heart. I knew it was a safe space to kind of go at each other and be funny. And I
yeah.
was like, okay, cool, bet, let's go. I'm with the shits.
Oh yeah.
Oh
My
yeah.
favorite thing about okay, so let's get into Wild Style, right?
Yes.
My favorite thing about Wild Style was preparing for it
Oh,
because we went into that room. and all the times that we used to go back into the black team room, I
Mhm.
was chill. I was like, all right, cool. We'll figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
There's no way to plan for this, but literally just make sure that we get it. Or just stop thinking so much, guys, right?
Mm.
Because because in all honesty, Jazz got in there and he was going up against Crip,
Mm. He
and
did.
that was one of the hardest things to watch in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I watched teammates put their heads down, and I went, "Y'all can't do that on camera. Like y'all gotta support this man. Y'all gotta give him some things." And you can hear Clouds saying something, and you're like, "Yo, chill, Clouds. I need you to chill, bro." And I just remember just going like, "Oh man, it was hard." Remember when we had that conversation? I was just talking to my girl about this. I said, "Remember that we had a conversation and I say
Uh,
kids used to get bullied, and you get that
yeah.
one kid that's like, 'That's why you smell like water,' right?" That's what happened in that
That is
moment
exact yes.
because he would come at him and he said, "Would you shine your head with some gel?"
He
And
was
I
stuttering and just didn't
and,
want the
Cr-
delivery. I was like,
and
yo.
Crip said, "Yeah, I put Astroglide on my head for your mama." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you did that for my mom?" And I'm like, "No, that's just you can't do the strategy that I use."
What about
Right.
oh,
You can't. Oh, bro, it was like
it was so
it's like
bad.
watching the biggest guy in school take somebody's sandwich and is just taking parts of it off their like hand. And you're like, instead of you just eating the whole sandwich, he's just like taking the shits out of your hand, and you're like, bro, give him his sandwich back. I It was the first time I had to go, oh, team captain. I gotta throw in the towel for this, bro. I can
It was the people yelling, fight back. I was like, yo.
Oh god, it
Yo,
was so
it was so
I
bad.
was in a Black Hood movie and it was hard to watch. Imagine it's Ricky, right?
Mhm.
In the hall and like in that alleyway, and
Yeah.
instead of a gun, it's him just getting punched, just rocked, and they're just yelling Ricky over and over again, and he just keeps getting punched. Nobody's helping him.
Oh
That's what it felt
God.
like to me. I watched him just kept getting uh assaulted, boom, and just
Jesus.
Ricky, just whooping his ass, and I just went, God, yo, stop. All right, we're good. Yeah, he won that
Jesus.
one.
Jesus.
That's
It was
exactly what it felt like.
ooh,
But we
that
went
was
into but we went into Wild Style, and I went into the room and I said, "I need y'all to understand something. Like, just out of sheer honesty, I can't wake up tomorrow with a smile on my face if we lose.
well damn.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. We were up 2-1.
Yo, yeah, we came back.
Then we were up more
You up 3-1.
because we were up 3-1 because we had to redo the
What was it?
the get me out of
They
jail
get me out
one
of jail. Yeah.
because of the timer. And so that's when I said I didn't want to do this. We said we didn't want to do this,
Right.
and we still got the points for it. So I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that works.
That's
Yeah.
what we're doing. We're up 3-1. And I watched my team sell. I watched us do in the classroom.
Oh yeah, y'all were dropping like flies in the classroom. That shit was
We
crazy.
and I when I tell you, first off, I wrote this down just on purpose so that I knew that this mentally was gonna stay with me.
Hmm.
Anime,
Yeah. I shouldn't have got that.
getting shade, cream. Chubby goes, I was watching anime in the classroom.
Yeah.
And then you pulled off the rhyme by being it was a side rhyme or an adjacent rhyme or
Something
something
like
like that.
that. Yeah.
And you went, I'm getting hella shade in the classroom, right?
Hmm.
So anime, shade. If you stutter enough for it, they're gonna sound similar.
Yeah.
If you go past it, fine. If you don't have a podcast microphone, then anime and shade are gonna rhyme.
yeah.
But we let it slide because black production. And then the next thing that happens is for the third time in a row, DJ DJ gets to his word and he says ice cream. There's no way, bro, that you heard these two words
Anime shade
and
ice
just
cream. I don't know how.
ice out. I was like, before John thinks that's okay, no, DJ's out.
Kick him
Yo,
out the
get him out of
classroom.
here.
Yeah.
Ja goes and hits drool. and fucks up Jason.
Which is crazy.
And I went, no, y'all doing this on purpose. Somebody messaged y'all to tell y'all to make this
To
even. That's
lose.
because it felt like like somebody just literally wrote a script for
Yeah,
the
they were dropping
show.
like flies over the
Because
simplest stuff.
the simplest stuff. And you know what I thought of that bothered the soul was that I was waiting
So far down.
to
Yeah.
use, but I was waiting so far down, and I was going to use orange.
Were you?
But
I
the
thought
person next to me was
Chewy
on
was
my
gonna
team.
use orange.
I just
I
needed her to.
I was ready. I was so ready for her to say
Yeah.
or I knew. I
Oh,
just knew she was using
Ronnie,
oranges.
I think Ronnie's before me or
I
something.
think
Somebody's before
so.
me.
I don't remember, but yeah.
No, no,
Actually, hold
Ronnie's
on.
in the bottom corner.
I'll tell you right now.
S Somebody is before me, and I don't
Where
think
you at? At this point.
it's
Oh no, at this
Queen?
point, never mind. This is not the right setup. I don't remember who was in front of you. I don't.
Yeah, I
It might
just
have
remember that
been Tex. I don't know.
I can't remember,
Yeah,
but
me
at
neither.
some point, I just know that I'm about to be pissed off because I can't use it because it's gonna sabotage my teammate.
Yeah.
But I knew I had rhymes for orange, I had rhymes for purple.
Ooh, purple. Yeah, purple would have been a good one.
Right. So, like, I was already ready for it. I was like, "Let's go." And the moment you dropped it, I went, "Oh, there goes another one."
Yeah.
So I was just like, "All right, fine, we're gonna figure this out." And I was like, "I'm not getting out." That's my mindset was like, "I'm not getting out,"
Yeah.
and I know Chris ain't gonna fail me
The hell nah.
because I know he's got it up there.
I
So I was
thought
like, "You're not going."
Jason would have been good too. I really
I
did
thought I
not
was in good
expect.
hands.
I
I
really didn't see
swear.
Jason fumbling.
He fumbled. He said, "Man, Drew got me." I said, "How?
R-
Just
Drool.
ooh sounds?
So you're a
Just
rapper.
ooh sounds? Right?" I said, "Nah, bro.
Jason attests to
Somebody's
your crimes.
uh, right. Respirations,
Oh, that
man."
part. Should have
So
known. Should have known.
should have. I should have. That was when I found out. I was like, I ain't gonna high hopes on this man right here. Respirations telling everybody to forget it. It's now stamped in a podcast on all streaming platforms. You
Period.
son of a bitch.
And you too.
So, hey, YouTube. So then I go in there. I said, we need to figure this out because I'm not doing this because
Yeah.
I got to record tomorrow and I'm not going into this podcast with an L and let that shit
Mm-mm.
rock like that. So the
Mm-mm. I
first thing
feel
I
you.
told him was, I told him straight up. I said, Hitman Khan. I said, listen here. Listen right now.
Listen
As
to
team
me.
leader,
I'm your captain now.
you ha-
Literally.
the only way that we are going to win is if we attack.
Yeah.
We can't retaliate. We can't wait for retaliation. You just
Yeah.
have to pick people out and get points. And if somebody attacks one of us and you think that that person can't cover it,
You jump in.
you jump in.
Yeah.
And so the stuff that was happening was uh Kale's dad, right? Shout out to Kale's dad.
He was killing it.
He was killing it. He told
Absolutely.
us that he was going to freestyle and he was going to pass it to people.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was nobody in Discord was ready for a pass. Like
Mm.
so when he passed it to me, I was ready to go,
Yeah.
but everybody else was like, "Boo!" Right? Because they're not sure that we're passing it to each other. I
Mm.
was like, "All right, bet I'm about to like." We didn't have prescribed rhymes or nothing, but
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
knew when he was like, "Oh,
Ready.
let me give it to so and so, he gonna handle the joint," and I was going to take the fuck
Take
over,
over. Yeah.
and and
Hell
motherfuckers was
yeah.
like, "Oh." So I was like, "All right, cool. Y'all don't want that? That's fine." So when you do get a bar from me, remember it. And that's what happens when Ray Live TV decided to say something in the chat,
And
and
got
I
hit.
got it. Got I just got the swinging, and I had no problem. I had no problem hitting him with the. So it
I
was no
mean,
problem on that one.
I feel like when it came
God.
down to Wild Style for the red team, when we were in like deliberation in our little green room area in Discord, we had a strategy.
Mhm.
We were pretty much Queen. She also is musically inclined. She's a DJ. She performs stuff like that. So Queen, um, said she had some things to say. Ronnie said she had some things to say. People was like, I'm gonna go after this person. I'm gonna go after this person. Cool. At this point,
Who was trying to attack me?
Ronnie.
Yeah, God dang it! What is up? What did I ever do to Ronnie? Because she
Oh,
tried to get me in the beginning.
she did. Yeah, she was gunning from you from the start. I was like, cool, because I cannot. I was saving. Okay, so this whole time I had my little drinky drink. I was drinking. So
Mhm.
I haven't been drinking the same amount that I normally would. I just kind of, not for any particular reason. I just haven't really been drinking. I've been really focused on like gym shit. And I only drink when I go out and shit like that. So I've been chilling. I haven't been drinking. But we celebrate. I was like, it's Gamer's birthday. Celebrate. I'm in a good mood. I was like, I'm gonna get a little bottle. I'm gonna drink. So I have my drink. I'm drinking the normal amount of what I usually do, which I should not have done. It fucked me up. By this time in the street,
Yeah,
I'm drunk. I'm so drunk. And not only that, at this point, I'm drunk. I'm in my head because I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, did I say some fucked up shit? I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna just chill until I
Yo.
figure it out. I'm gonna just chill on this. So I have that going, and then also I'm a lot, right? I'm a very extroverted person. I'm loud. I'm very much so me. So when it comes to things like this, shut up. When it comes to things like this,
Yeah.
I don't want to overstep, not overstep, but I don't want to,
You like step on anybody's toes.
not even that. Like I want to step back.
Uh,
I want everybody else to get their shine in.
yeah.
I want them to get their piece in. So I was like, I'm gonna let my team say things. I'm not gonna try to say too much. I feel like I've said enough. Okay.
Right,
So
right, right.
I'm like, I'm a chill, drunk, I'm a chill. And all of this is going in my head. I'm watching my team go down in flames.
Yes.
And I can't do anything about it because my brain is
Right.
like short circuiting. I was like, yo, I can't do anything. And so
And
I
I'm
said my little quips. I'm in here
yes.
dying
These
inside.
quips are yo. I'm watching the team, right? Because I
Oh
already have
God.
my setup.
Oh.
I'm pretty much playing master, like I'm playing general in this bitch, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, army, attack, and
Yeah.
let them go off. And people
Yeah.
did what they were supposed to do.
They sure
And
did.
Clouds had me rolling because he would come in with half a bar and it would still be fire. and and so I just sat there and I watched, and all I did was I turned and I looked at you, and I'm like, I'm looking at you, and I'm like, oh yeah, she's done. And then the next
I
thing
was
she does
done.
is goes, guys, we gotta fight back.
I was like, I'm gonna be the
And I
cheerleader.
went, and you're not gonna be the one to fight back. I said, we're good. I said, we're
I
good. They don't, I said, there's nobody on their team, and this is just me. I was strategizing. I said, there's nobody on their team that's willing to hype up like
yeah.
two rappers on the team and myself and Sinner and Clouds. I said, at that
Y'all
moment,
are
I was
straight.
like, we had the strengths to win.
Yeah.
And I said, if we lose this, and y'all see an unfollow message,
Oh shit.
just know
Oh shit.
that it was because of this.
I'm putting unfollows on all you
All
bitches.
you it
Oh
was
my God. No, I
so
was watching my team crash and burn, and I'm just like, fuck. It felt like on TikTok, what's his name? Pascal. I don't know what movie he's in with Nicolas Cage, but like it's this
oh,
thing on
it's
TikTok where
yeah,
Nicolas
yeah.
Cage is just like looking real upset and just shoveled to like
Um,
meanwhile, right, he's like, oh, that's what I felt like. That's what I
yeah,
felt. I was like, damn.
absolutely.
And I'm just, oh, I
Absolutely.
was so in my head at that point. It was just so much going on. I just was just like stuck,
Oh,
bro. I
we
couldn't do
probably got
shit.
we got 2 bars in, and I literally pulled out a note card, right, like a
Uh-huh.
notepad, and I went, "All right, black team, red team. All right, 1 point,
I was doing the
boom."
same, but I was doing the
And
same. Yeah.
I was counting, and then once it got 5-2, I was
Yeah.
like, "I don't think that they're gonna hit us like I think they're gonna hit us."
Mm-mm.
And then it was like somehow it got to 8-5, and I was like, "I
Yeah.
don't know where that math's coming from, but, that's fine."
Yeah, because I was
And
doing
then
it and she would say the score. I'd be like, okay, that's not what I have. Let me let me
that's
let me
why we
adjust.
need a bell. That's why you need a bell for that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so that you
yeah.
can automate. Because sometimes a person gave 2 hits in 1 bar
For sure.
or
And only got
in
one. Yeah,
and only got 1, and I'm like,
absolutely.
"Ugh." So that's why I was like, all right, cool, go attack, like
Just
jog,
keep
I'll go
going.
for it.
Yeah.
Just keep
Mhm.
going for it,
Mhm.
and you're allowed. Like that's why it's like some of them count if you go against DJ Derek, and that's why I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm gonna hit these bars on fucking Ray to
Yeah.
mind your damn business. I was like,
That was
no,
a
they're
good
gonna
one.
count. I said, yo, you gonna find this shit. I am not playing tonight. Y'all are going to win because it's nothing but attack these motherfuckers until the timer runs out.
That's it. That's it.
The last
I
thing I
ooh,
could probably say is plead the fifth.
that was good. I was so good. I
That
was
plead
so
the
proud of
fifth,
Ronnie. She
they
she ate
picked
that up.
Ronnie, and I went, "There's no way, bro.
It
There's
was
no
between me and
cracking that."
Ronnie to go because I
Right, and I knew that, and I
yeah.
told him that. I said, "If we picked the person, we'd have been fine."
Yeah, that's what that would have been better. That would have been better for the teams to pick the opposite person from the other team instead of
Mhm.
putting up your own teammate. That would have been way better because if it was up, of course, if it's up for the teams just to decide, they're going to put up their best person. And
Yeah.
so we had questions for man or woman. We had like certain questions. I was like, if it gets down to it, start asking them, pin them against their teammates, ask them who's the stupidest, who's the ugliest,
Yeah.
do that because people don't want to hurt other people's feelings. At the end of the day, they don't want to answer those questions. So if the personal ones don't count, if the sexual ones don't hit, this is what we do. You go after the team. That's what we did, and it worked.
And it was a great move.
Yeah. I'm
I
glad we
was
went
just
first.
God, I was so mad y'all went first. Because in that situation, I'm like, y'all asking him to pin against the team, and I'm like, "Okay, you know that you can lie, right?
Yeah,
You
Ronnie
know
was
that we're gonna have
so
to
good
go
with her
back."
answers.
They sat there and she's like, "Are you a spit in the mouth or a spit in the ass type girl?" She's like, "I don't really like spit, so you got to spit in my ass." I was like, "Guys, you're asking her the wrong question." Like, I didn't have the right questions to ask her. I was like, "Hey, you gonna try to go sexual with her? That's not a good move."
Not gonna work.
Cause she gonna be so honest with it.
Mhm.
What you think she gonna tell you the last time she had a sexual encounter? I don't want to say, guys. I don't want to say
Right. Ronnie was like, "I will answer anything."
anything.
I was like, "Cool, you can do it. I'm down for that." I was like, I'm the same, so I don't care whoever goes, we're good." So, and I was like, I feel like we ultimately went with Ronnie because more people over there knew less about her. Because if
Yes,
I would have went up, I it would have been a slaughterhouse. Because
right.
you were over there, Clouds was over there. Who else was on your team? That I
We had
know.
more,
Sinner was over there.
Center was over there.
Jason, yeah, it was way too many of y'all
You'd have
that know
probably picked
me.
Phoenix. You'd have had Phoenix if we had to pick Phoenix to go up, or like if y'all were like we're gonna pick Phoenix to go up.
Mhm.
I feel like that would have been plead the fifth.
For sure. She would have played the
But
fifth.
for me, it was just like watching the group, and I said, "Is there anybody who's willing to answer anything, but
Mhm.
that they don't know very well?
Yeah.
They can't ask a question that's like, oh, I know some shit about you."
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I said, you have to think about the two aspects. Either we're going to put somebody that's going to be impenetrable, or a
Mhm.
person that's like, I don't have something that I can really pick out about you.
Right.
So I went Jason because I was just like, I thought it was a move. Mind you, it was really between Jason and Chubby, and I should have picked
Oh.
Chubby.
I was gonna say you should have picked Chubby. Chubby would have been
I should have picked
Chubby
Chubby.
and Ronnie, they're like equal when it
Yes,
comes to that. So yeah, that would have
yeah,
been a good move to pick Chubby.
but watching everybody just go, and then
Jason's
watching
answers had me
Ronnie eat,
crying.
watching Ronnie eat up the last 20 seconds of
She was
the game.
so good. But so this is what I'm saying. Her and Chubby are like this because Chubby called her out on that shit. Nobody else did.
Yes,
Chubby called her
yeah,
out.
I
I was
watched her.
like, she was, she did that. Ronnie did that. Shout out to you, Ronnie, because you ate that
Uh, Shout out to Ronnie. So it's like a secret vendetta that she has, and I don't know why.
I don't
But you know
know. I
what?
definitely want to do this again.
It's
It
fine.
was so much fun.
Absolutely.
So much fun. Red team needs a redemption for sure. I would
Y'all are
like
in
us
the
to
place that
be.
y'all deserve.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I feel
Because I want
like
no. It's not a shut the fuck up moment. This is a I changed my name in the Discord to
I
the
sure
winning
did.
team
It's still like that
parentheses red team. I got Dub coming in
because I had
talking
to be
about
specific.
red squad, right? With,
As you should. As you
right.
should.
And the black team did what?
You had a whole skit when you came in. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah,
Damn right.
I changed my
And we was
name,
already bound to
but
win.
you had a skit. I want to hear that. Yes, we bigged up our team
Absolutely.
as we should. As we should.
Production value for a real queen's birthday. So if you come in correctly, that's how it's about to go. Literally, whole thing. We watching the end. Oh, I'm calling Ronnie out again. Here we
Oh,
go.
shit. This is why
I'm
she got a
sitting there watching-
vendetta.
Right, she got a vendetta. That's fine. Let's figure it out. Right. We watching the videos that we're putting on for everybody else's stuff, right? So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, Gamma, happy birthday. What Ronnie type when I get to my joint? Why is Fresh the way he is?
Did she put that? I didn't even peep that.
Yes. She
I
goes,
did
why
not
is
peep
Fresh
that.
this way? And I literally commented, I said, IDK. And she goes, nothing but support. And I go, yeah, it's sure.
Oh God.
Man, I do nothing.
We need Ronnie on a podcast so we can figure this out.
Oh, I'm willing to hear that.
I would love that. We need Ronnie on a podcast.
I'd love that too. And then you say something
Yes.
slight, I'm deleting the whole episode.
Damn, that's crazy.
She's like, not on my side. That's
It'll
crew
still be
taking.
on YouTube.
It'll still be on YouTube. Head ass. God dang.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I don't want to hear that. Do you saw the video for the?
Yeah, I do. I have it. I have it queued. I have it
All right.
queued. So give me 1 second. Let me.
I
Okay.
knew it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, these two have a podcast together. They
Yeah,
ad
we
lib
do.
off
I
each
know.
other all the time. So
Jesus.
You gotta watch them on customers.
Go ahead, Fresh. Fresh is
oh yeah, Fresh starts. Yes, go ahead, Fresh. Fuck her up, Fresh. Fuck her up. Oh, oops.
What's that?
No sinner.
Come on,
Crew, I just respect you. You're a great person. I've got nothing to say to the oldest person in the OnlyFans.
God damn, I use a soundboard because I'm not funny for real.
Damn.
I use a soundboard to cover up this illustrious voice. You're mad because
God.
you don't have a filter to cover up your face.
You need a filter, but these fuck ass kids get under your skin because you can't regulate your emotions.
Oh my god.
I
Oh
regulate
God.
my emotions. That's how I keep a job. You got actual kids and you can't regulate.
Oh my goodness.
no.
But let-
Okay.
Because if you don't have
Fucking
a job,
clowns.
you be fucked. You're gonna leave.
Oh my goodness.
The reactions be
This is
killing
cute.
me.
From a person that we don't even know what your job is. You just work.
I was like,
Oh.
what do you do? Because all we know is that you talk about these
Fucking
fucking
hype
kids all day,
central.
every day.
Oh,
God. And then the
I
chat.
teach
Hold
music.
on.
This is
The-
more common knowledge. This is
Yeah,
insane.
pause.
There you
This
go.
is insane.
Damn, I thought she had the chat on the thing.
Do teach. Well,
Right, and I do both. That's cute. You got split decisions where you got one color here and one color here. You can't even make up your mind. So what are you talking about?
Yeah. Life is the best life. However, you went to Ohio for nothing. And what are we doing? So you wasted your time, your teammates' time. So you just wasting time, big fresh, Oh, big God. waste.
Look at her. For your podcast that you can get off the ground. So what are we talking about?
God. Look at her face.
I gotta let
Oh God. The
my first one out of the
breakdown.
gate is doing well.
Jesus.
Right. You're welcome.
That was a good one. I was like, okay.
Who came up with
I thought
Who came up with the
Huh?
name?
Hold on, let me pause it.
Visuals?
What did you say?
I came up with the
God damn
intro.
it.
I came
Pause.
up with your
Oh God. This is so good.
God
This is
damn,
funny
it's a
as shit.
problem.
It is. We are a
So-
problem.
So literally, I just inferred most of the conversation during that time was just like you were clipping out,
Mhm.
and I was just like, "All right, cool, that's what we're doing." And she's like, "My first podcast is running great." And I said, "Your first podcast didn't make it. My first one's fire, and I go, "You're welcome." And she's just,
Fucking
I
so
was
good.
like,
That
it
was
was
so
so
good. I was like, oh, goddamn, I gotta get his ass. Oh, that
This
was
is
so good.
I
Bro.
was, I was like, yeah, you just set me up to say this
Yo,
shit.
You're
And then
welcome.
she
It
starts,
was so,
oh,
you would deliver it. You're welcome. I was like, this nigga. I gotta come back.
you don't understand though, because a high or a drunk me
Mhm.
would have said you're welcome and threw my headset off and walked off. And a
Oh,
part of me literally
gosh, you should have done
was
that.
but that's the thing. If I had did it, I felt like they were gonna be like, "Oh no, he walked away,"
No,
right?
no,
And
no,
I
no,
was
no,
gonna be a
no.
whole
There's no way they could have done that because if you said that and then did that, everybody else would have lost their fucking
fucking
mind.
mind.
And I
Yeah,
wouldn't have been able to say anything because you wouldn't have heard it. You know what I'm saying?
ex-
You
right. So
should have
I
did
was
it. I'm
like,
glad you did it. But you should have did it. It should have been fire.
everything in my head went.
Oh
If you
God.
watch very carefully, I went, "You're welcome," and I was about to literally just turn and get the fuck up.
God damn, I wish that would have
I
been.
was so
They would have lost their shit. I'm
god.
glad you did it. I'm real glad you did it. But that would have
Yeah,
been
we have
for you, that would have been fire as fuck.
shit. That was a problem.
Oh God. All right, I'm gonna press play.
Content. So you can put all the pretty pictures all you want, but your podcast would be crickets. So what are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. Hey, yo, this is crazy.
Here is why I thought I won.
I did too. Because I was
Because she started
laughing.
saying, "Yo."
Fresh, but the only thing
That's what I'm
is
saying.
about you is your body. That's
Big. She said big.
Yeah, that's
She
the-
said
that's
big.
the
Fucking
part. What are
clouds.
we talking about here? This is this is
what's I on that thing.
that's amazing. I'm gonna back out.
I
got you.
really, oh my God.
Oh,
Bro.
Lord, that
I had
was
it. I had
God damn.
Jesus.
now. What you about to hear is you about to watch a bunch of people who don't have to spend several hours with each other and learn each other's personalities. Watch a group of people who do have to do such a thing,
Lose their fucking mind. Like
and
these
they are going to
comments,
lose their minds.
they were already
Like,
losing their minds in the comments.
They
This
were
nigga crazy.
so
Podcast is
right.
over.
This
got personal
this
real
got
fast.
personal real fast. Yo, this is insane. This seems personal,
Oh God.
right? This is getting spicy, nigga. This is they hitting spots. Yo, they finna be
Crazy.
coworkers.
As co-workers, it's crazy. Good Lord, all caps. This deaf personal. This deaf personal.
And look, if you need a new host, let me know. Who is that directed to, bro?
I was just about to say who was that directed to?
Baz.
Oh God.
Right.
This is hilarious. We made a fight. This is too much. Shut it down. Can we stop?
I loved every moment of it
Every second.
because
No.
the one thing I've always known was that this moment was gonna come.
Yeah, you
And
called it like when did you? It was one. It
Spot-
might have been the first episode of his podcast. It might have
It
been.
might have been, honestly.
But when did we have the
I
other
said we are-
jersey on? The purple ones. Is that the second one? Third one? I think it was around
Ooh,
then you
It's
called
definitely
it.
third one.
But you were talking about red when you did it.
Yeah,
Yeah. But you still called it. Nonetheless.
definitely called it. But nonetheless, literally, I watched it and then we stopped. And when we stopped going against each other, and I called it, can we move this picture not being on my face like this? This is insane.
They can't see it.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm gonna
"God
put the
damn."
video up on YouTube. I'm gonna put the video up as we watch it, but they can't
Okay.
see it.
But generally, I sat there. I was
That's a
like,
crazy ass pause.
it's a horrible pause.
Hold on, I
I
got
feel
you.
like I should have.
I got you.
Screen shit.
All right, there we go.
I sat there
Look
and I
at
went,
Ronnie's face.
right. She turned her cam on to be like, y'all good, baby? And I sat there and just went, I'm gonna chill because I'm gonna wait for everybody to see what they gonna say, how they gonna react, what it's about to
Right.
be. Because I know they sat there and went, wait a minute, y'all are friends, right?
Right.
Because the real thing was I was looking for
Mhm.
was if it was ever Crew versus Gamma, how long
Oof.
that interaction would actually last.
Oof.
I never want to see it
I don't want to
because
see
in
that
real
either.
in reality, I really don't want to see that at all.
Yeah, I don't
But
think I could do this with anybody else but you to this level, to this extent. I really
yeah,
don't. I really don't think that it would have still say, because here's what I'm thinking. As we're in it, as we're doing it, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm focused on get backs here, right? So then once
yeah.
it's all done and I'm seeing the comments, that's what I was like, oh shit. Did I fuck up?
Wait.
What?
Did I fuck
Did I
up?
do too
Right.
much? Because like their reactions were so strong. And so
Yeah, what? Yeah, it was just
watching
about to
it
sound.
back, I was just like, all right. But like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's why I chilled in Wild Side. I was like, I feel like I might have done too much. And then I'm also drinking too. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to chill. That's why Wild Side sat all the way back. Because I was unsure. Because your reactions were what I expected. You know what I'm saying? We were in it going back and forth. So that was
Yeah.
cool. But everybody else's reaction had me freaked out. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did I say? Did I say some crazy shit? Did I?
Like,
I'm over here trying to replay
Shit.
this shit.
I should have started with, this is the last episode of the podcast. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we can no longer work together. That had
You
been the
should have did that.
fucking.
You should have did that, and I'd just be like nowhere to be found on the screen.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not too late.
Legit. It's really not.
It's not. So
We can make that
for those of
happen.
y'all that are listening to this bonus episode, that's how number 7 is probably gonna start. So
I like that.
So
I'm
there
here
you
for
go.
it. I'm here for it. Irreconcilable differences. Irreconcilable differences. That
There
word
you
be
go.
fucking me up every single time.
It's like if you can actually truly say it, then you probably did have it in your relationship.
Damn. That's a good way to look at it. That's a really good way to look at it. But these, hold on, I'm gonna play it so we can hold on. Actually, I'm gonna do it with the chat. So cause these
Yeah.
reactions, crazy.
Room after that shit, because I promise you, I walked out for about 2
Yo, we
seconds.
good? Kumbaya, this motherfucker. Like,
Hey,
We
listen,
hug?
at one point,
We
I
hug
just
it out.
Saving this
I was
bitch.
like,
You fucked up by putting collaborators in the same
Oh
thing.
my
with
goodness.
each other. This is nuts.
I swear to God.
I got some shit I want to say about my crew.
Someone ain't making it to the trip. That's all I'm saying.
Look at you.
niggas about to
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I just feel like
I love it. I
Oh,
love
God.
it. Competitive.
what's
Oh
insane?
God.
You know what's insane?
The
We
podcast
record
is
tomorrow.
done.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow the Get Fresh Crew podcast.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm watching that motherfucker.
He's all watching that
For the next episode, but it'll be
Episode
the
7 will be out on Monday.
I'm not gonna lie. If this is the content, I'm
right?
sold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I just say that was the greatest promo for that
Let's
podcast
say
that
it.
I've ever seen? Can y'all please just
shit.
clip this and put this as a podcast, like react to it on the podcast? I'm
We're doing it.
100%. Yes.
So it is written.
That could be it.
If y'all
Oh my God, this is the funniest shit. Oh, the reactions, nuts. So yeah,
I tell you,
that's what happened.
in the moment, if I was under the influence, I'd have felt some type of way. I'd have been like, damn, why is she picking on me? Right? Like, I literally
Why
got into
me?
that thing, right? Why for, Lord? And I just kept thinking, I was like, all right, cool. If I play retaliation, I'm never wrong.
Yeah.
Right? It's like I didn't. So even though I had to go first, it's like, all right, cool. I went first.
Yeah.
What was I said the oldest member of OnlyFans.
That, I
and
was
the
like-
first thing out the gate was what?
I don't even remember. Hold on.
No.
Props.
This is exactly how you can understand the level of how I attack versus how somebody reacts to the attack.
That part. Let me think. What did I say? Fuck, I really don't remember. Hold on, let me go back.
Run
Do you
the
remember
tape.
it?
No,
I
wanted
run
to
the
say-
tape. Nah, wait for it.
start. Yes, go ahead, Fresh.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
I got it.
Crazy crew.
Oh shit.
Come on,
Crew, I just respect you. You're a great person. I've got nothing to say to the oldest person in the OnlyFans.
Oh, damn.
God damn, I use a soundboard because I'm not funny for real.
Okay, that's what I said.
Damn.
I use a soundboard.
That's what was said. Okay.
The first thing she hits you with the soundboard. I think that's level 1, and I think that's fair.
I do, because I was like, I'm definitely. I had so God. I really wish I was sober. I thought of so much better shit to say afterwards. But I was like, all right, I'm definitely going to go after like what you're known for. So I was gonna go after the soundboard. I was gonna go after the voices, the voice acting that you do, the voices. I was gonna go after the
Yeah.
music. I only did the first one, I think. Oh, I did the music a little bit, but I only did the first one because after
Her-
that, it was just like, all right,
Crew's entire plan, in a nutshell,
ooh,
was primarily, hey, anything you dream, love, or hope for, I'm attacking that shit. That's
oh
all.
Jesus.
My
Uh,
thing was, my main goal was start with some generic thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then let her go off,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just gonna keep coming back with something, and I'm
That
gonna
was a
just be
good
like,
strategy.
cool, because I was like, I don't actually want to be mean.
Oh,
I just want to be active, and so
I
that was all it
yeah.
was. I knew, because this is how the relationship works. I understand how this works.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're going to be mean.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't go in there trying to be mean. I went in there trying to be funny and get reactions,
Yes.
but not those
Yes.
reactions that we got. I was like, I'm gonna say things that are funny, that are true, but funny. As far
Yeah, but the
as
only way
like
you can,
true, as far as like things that you are known for, like the soundboard, the music things,
yeah,
like stuff like that, that I knew would get a reaction and be funny, that they would land and they would hit. After a
yeah.
while, I completely went left of what my strategy going in was. Shout out to Jose Cuervo.
Shout out to Jose Cuervo, because her original strategy was just like, y'all know Fresh. He does these things. Ain't that fucking sad? And then,
Not sad, funny.
and then, sorry, funny. And then she turns left and just goes, yeah. What is your job, nigga? Like, and I was like, all right, cool. All right,
Oh,
bet.
God.
I'm good. That's why I say it. That's why when I say it honestly.
Mm-hmm.
My brother had an issue with me saying words because I words well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense when people are like,
Because you can make shit
oh,
sting with words. And people
because you're right.
that can't
The
do that.
delivery of words,
Yeah.
it can be stinging. You can
Mhm.
literally fuck somebody up with a little bit
You-
of silence
Direct
and
eye
shut their shit
contact.
in the direct eye contact.
Yes.
Hit them with a little, really? Do we really want to have that conversation?
Are you sure about that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. As soon as somebody goes, bro, you're built like a mayonnaise bottle. You need to chill out.
No, Dub and Clouds was the funniest shit. That shit was so fucking
I had
funny.
every dollar amount ready to say that Dub was going to call him a fat neck. Because that's his favorite thing to do in
Oh,
Call of
God.
Duty. He's like, shut up, fat neck. And it's the
That's
funniest
funny
thing.
as shit. That is fucking
But I
hilarious.
cried. I fucking cried. That shit.
No, that shit was funny. And then I don't know if it was the gotcha or when this was. No, I think this was Talking Spit when they went after Crypt and they started talking about like milk duds and they saw him
Yes.
and him being
They
like
d-
old and shit. That shit was
I had
funny.
I had every reason to call that nigga off-brand Isaac Hayes, but I felt like most people didn't know. Yes, exactly, because
That
you know
is
now he looks
so
like Isaac Hayes.
good.
My issue is that I felt like most other people didn't know who Isaac Hayes was.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I
And
definitely
that's
feel
why
that.
you can't. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you can't tell certain jokes to certain people
Facts.
because either it's going to work or it's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why
Absolutely.
you can make a certain type of joke that's related to him. You can call him the Black Mr. Clean,
Yeah.
but you can't be like, oh, he looks like a pinball or something like that. Like, no, nobody
Yeah.
fucks with pinballs. That's not how that works.
That's not
So
how that works.
you have to learn how to tell jokes correctly.
Yeah.
And part of my thing is that it's not about, oh, I'm funny or I tell the best jokes or anything.
Delivery.
It's just that I'll deliver it a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and if it don't hit,
Move
I'll
on.
easily tell I'll easily tell everybody to go fuck to go fuck themselves.
Fuck you then.
Right. It's like, imagine saying some shit and you like,
Crickets.
yeah, man, it's just you built like a sponge. Man, fuck y'all deaf ass niggas. Like,
Can't
it's
hear.
like,
Not hearing
all right,
ass.
right? I
Oh God.
so it's like
Right.
you can get yourself a laugh no matter what it
Yes.
is, but you have to figure out how to look at somebody and be like, "Shut your ass up." Oh, they're
Yeah.
built like string beans on a prostitute, and you're like, "What? What are you talking about?" And you have to be that, and that's the thing. You learn
Mm-hmm.
that real young,
You do.
whether people fuck with you for saying something funny or not.
That's a
Because
fact.
I've watched some people who I didn't think was funny at all, and they got into a conversation and they said something, and I was like, "Oh, that's actually funny. That's crazy. Who who taught you to be funny, little nigga?"
Who taught you ha ha shit?
Right? Hey, who teach you the ha ha, nigga?
How you get them
Hey, ain't nobody.
jokes?
Oh, dead ass. Personal moment. I've definitely, as a kid, looked up jokes
Oh, absolutely. I used to look up
because
your mama jokes all the time because those were my like favorite
all the
ones.
time,
There was a whole
all the
actual
time.
website that was dedicated to your mama jokes, and I love that website. I don't remember the name. It's probably yourmama.com or some stupid shit. Your mama jokes. It was literally, and they had it like categorized. It was great, and I would just read that for hours and just take the best ones, put them in my pocket.
Easily,
Mm-hmm.
easily, and you
God,
waited for somebody to join on you, and you were
waited.
like, "Oh, word." Say it again. It was honestly that was people's guns that they used to put away.
Yeah,
That's what people used to put in their back pocket in their book bag. They would wait for somebody to say some shit and be like,
bet.
"Word." When your mama sits around the house, she sits around the house, and you're like, "Oh, god damn." They be hitting you with them lines. You like, "God dang."
God,
Uh,
yeah, that
so
was funny.
so
That was
that's
so much fun. I
absolutely
enjoyed that.
Gamma. Yo, shout out to Gamma. Yeah,
Yes,
somebody
happy
said this last
birthday.
night. Happy birthday. I am glad to see that. I was skeptic. I'll be real. I was
What?
definitely skeptic about how well this was going to play out.
Mm,
I think you have the innate ability of just knowing how you want it done in your head and executing it. So it's
mm,
great that we can see people have that type of creativity
mm-hmm.
and just put things together. So if you
Mm-hmm.
hear this, this is one of those rare times you're going to get a compliment from me,
I mean, rare.
and you're welcome.
Can we talk about parkour, please? Because my drunk ass lost my mind when I saw him pull up. First of all, Corey look good, friend. The beard is keep that.
Yes.
That is
It,
working. That is so good. That's
yes.
a really good look on you. But just for one,
Yes.
him being in chat, it's always nice to see him in chat. And for him to be in the video was so amazing. DJ really did his big one with that.
Absolutely.
That video was so awesome. It was so amazing. That was the best. Yeah, that was the best.
Absolutely.
Loved seeing
I
that.
saw when he came into the chat
Hmm.
and I got angry.
I think he came enjoying our thing, didn't he? Or was he there before that?
I I think it was before that.
Okay.
I think.
I
But
don't know
in
when he
all
came in.
but in all honesty, I watched and I went, "Oh my god, he's always here for the best moments." And, like he always finds a way to be here for these best amazing moments. And I'm like, "Dang it, you understand that we miss you?"
We miss you. We
I
do.
yeah,
We
I
definitely
understand life
do.
happens. So
Of
I'm never going to
course.
be that person that's like, "Yo, hurry your ass back." But at the
Yeah.
same
You
time,
are
like
missed. And we
it's
want you to
also
know.
yeah, you're definitely missed.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that you're like kind of like this godfather over a group of black streamers, but it is what it is.
I love that.
You know?
Because to be fair, a lot of us, okay, so a lot of us, and we've done this before, but a lot of us, I would have never met you or Five if it wasn't for Corey. And I
Yes.
met Corey, I think Ja rated into Corey one time. I was like, oh, this dude's lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met
So
Gamma because of Corey. So
like he's connected a lot of us, and he's just a really dope ass human being, a human being. Like he's
yes.
dope. He is definitely missed. Corey, you are missed. Hope you're doing well. It's really nice to see your face. My drunk brain last night, I was like, oh my God, it's too much. I had to turn my camera off.
Yeah.
I
She
was
was
like,
drunk as hell.
oh my God. That
Gone.
was really, we were like hanging out in Discord. At some point, I knocked the hell out. I don't know when. Like after the stream, we was like just chilling in Discord, hanging out. And then Five came in there. Last night was a
Mhm.
great night. It was a great night.
was a vibe.
It was a vibe. It was a lot of fun. It was a great night. Shout out to Gamma. Happy birthday. That stream was lit AF. It was a good time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this has been the bonus episode breaking down the stream.
Absolutely.
The birthday
Yo,
stream. So much fun.
it was great. I think honestly, like, if you want more bonus episodes, the only way you really truly get bonus episodes is one, if we record them, but two, if
Yeah,
we
party.
doing some exciting shit. And
Yeah.
so we're gonna continue to do some exciting shit and throw in some bonus episodes, and then
Yeah.
you know, put in this extra work.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Only fams
You
on
know,
deck.
on deck, available on Spotify and 4 other platforms. Can you believe that shit?
The podcast is still here, guys.
Yo,
All is well.
I told you at least 6.
Well, we had 7, so we're doing great.
We're at 7.
We're doing
And this
great.
is technically
7.5. Yeah, technically 8.
7.5. I'm gonna call it 7.5 for
7.5?
posterity.
Okay, cool. 7.5.
Yeah. Somebody, when you look at the list of episodes on Spotify or Anchor, it's gonna show up as a different number. Just this is half of an episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how long it is. It's half.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It definitely is what it is.
I'm excited.
Also,
well, go ahead.
I like doing this as a young person, so I'm here with this idea. I'm gonna shout out 2 statistics that I've seen on Anchor. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, our last episode
Mm-hmm.
was put out on Monday, right? So like
Yeah.
a week ago.
Yeah. Oh, we could go.
Or a week ago. 14 plays.
Nice.
All right. All right.
Nice.
Total plays all time,
Mm-hmm.
145.
Damn.
So last week we was at 100, and now we boosted up to 45. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's crazy.
I'm setting my mind to it.
That's insane.
The audience size will hit 100.
We're halfway there. We're over halfway there.
So it will happen.
It will.
Stay with
Oh,
me.
no, you're talking about the
Be here.
audience size. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yes. That'll happen.
It's going to hit 100.
It is. It definitely is. I enjoy these. I'm very excited for when we do the conspiracy theory episode. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that'll probably be the longest episode. Because that's like one of my favorite topics, and I could talk about that forever and always. So I'm excited to do that. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but when it does, that's gonna be a long ass episode. So make sure you get your snacks, get comfortable, or do
Yes.
it on a day where you gotta clean the whole ass house. It's gonna take a couple hours. So
It's going to be a day and a half, I'll tell you that.
that part, I'm excited. But yeah, I love doing this podcast. I love it. And I love that y'all love it too. And that y'all are fucking with it. And y'all are listening and sharing and talking about it. And just y'all be hyping us up too in your streams. And I fucking appreciate y'all. Y'all lit or whatever. I really do. Like, I appreciate y'all for
Yeah.
fucking with us. Like that's really
Shout out-
dope.
Absolutely. Shout out to Fofofo,
Yeah.
ABG, because she said in her stream that she listens to the podcast and it makes
Nice.
her job go by faster.
Oh, I love that.
And I appreciate that. So definitely shout out to y'all.
That's awesome.
Shout out to my girl, because she listens to every episode. And she
Yes.
talks to me about it and she tells me what I can do
Yes.
better.
I love
So
that.
if you
Shout out to
hear
her.
this episode, just remember I love you.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
just handle your business.
I love
So
that.
it's great.
I love that.
here for
That's
it.
awesome. I
Yeah,
can't wait to have
yeah.
her on. We're going to have our significant others on.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
I
No, we're not doing
think we're doing that. I think that should be our first guest. Once we start doing guests, they should be the first ones. Like
They'll be the first guest. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
I'm excited for that. That's going to be awesome, amazing. Logistically, we got to figure that out, but that's going to be dope as fuck. And I love that
I'm
y'all
just
talk
gonna-
about that. That's dope.
Absolutely. I'm actually just gonna hand her another microphone.
Oh, nice.
So and she'll have like not a smaller one. Oh, sorry. I'm literally looking at the microphone that I was gonna hand her. I'm gonna take this one out.
Oh,
And
nice.
give her this one.
That's a good idea.
And I'm just gonna I can make another stand if I need to,
Yeah.
but it can all go into the same audio. So
I have one of, I
There.
think it's called a lapel, one of those. I have that, but I also have my old mic. I don't know. I don't know.
lapel mics ain't bad. We can make that happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it
Oh
out.
yeah. We'll figure it out. It's a
Mhm.
podcast.
Yeah.
I don't plan on giving up. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
if you're
Never,
expecting
never,
the
never.
normal, yeah. And the result is yes. So what I plan on doing for the rest of the day, I don't care. It's gonna be probably either Fortnite or Dream. Was it? This fucking Mac just told me that there's this game that we're supposed to be playing, which is going to be Demonology. So if y'all got that game,
Oh,
please let me know how y'all feel about that.
okay.
But yeah, that's another episode, another bonus episode,
Okay, first bonus episode in the
right?
books.
In the books of the
I
Get
love
Fresh Crew
this.
podcast.
Yay.
Um, I assume you want me to finish it the same way I finish all episodes.
I don't know. I feel like the bonus ones we should do something different. I feel like
All right,
because
I got
we kind of just jumped in and didn't do like our normal intro for this one. So we should
we didn't.
for bonus, we do shit different. Yeah.
We are gonna do it different. I got you. It's
Okay,
just
big
gonna
bet.
sound. It's gonna sound like this. Fatality.
All right, that's one.
Oh, that's
That's
a
a
thing.
sound. That's a sound.
That's because what I no, they're not gonna do that. It was gonna. You know what? For Gamma's birthday, I'll play this one.
God, bro, you are white.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
See ya.
Bye, guys.